Do you know how to make Tunisian knit stitches? In this tutorial I want to show you how to make these beautiful knit stitches, which are very easy to make and resemble stockinette from knitting, but only on the front. So this is a piece of stockinette from a sweater I have, and this is the back. And this is a hat made in Tunisian knit stitches with a non-functional rib at the bottom. And this is what the stitches look like on the back. As you can see, they are not the same. These ones have some ridges on the back. And stockinette has the reverse stockinette or purl stitches on the back, which have only one small loop like this. This fabric is much thinner than the Tunisian knit stitch fabric. For this tutorial I will be using some chunky yarn with a 9mm hook that goes well with it. In a separate video I will show you how to make the reverse of the knit stitch, and in another video I will show you how to use these to create a very elastic type of ribbing in Tunisian crochet. So check those out, linked in the description. We need one foundation row to start making knit stitches, and if you don't know how to make a foundation row, check out my video tutorial in which I show you 4 methods of starting Tunisian crochet projects, and pick one from there. This will be just a practice so that I can show you how to make the knit stitches. So I made 9 chains, and I will pick up loops in the back bumps. This will create 8 Tunisian simple stitches and 1 last stitch in the foundation row. And if you know anything about Tunisian crochet, you know that the row you're working on influences the row below. In this case, these will not stay Tunisian simple stitches, but they will turn into knit stitches. If you look at each stitch, you will notice that it has 2 vertical bars here. For Tunisian simple stitches, we just go behind the front vertical bar. But for knit stitches, we go between these 2 bars. And then we pick up a loop and we leave it on the hook. And we repeat this across, and we stop when we reach the last stitch. So go in between the 2 vertical bars. At the last stitch, we go behind the 2 vertical bars on the edge here. And then we pick up a loop, chain 1, yarn over both through 2 to the beginning of the row to return, like in most Tunisian crochet patterns. This is a regular return pass. So now the foundation row has transformed into a row of knit stitches. Next up, we will transform the next row. So like before, we go between the 2 vertical bars of the stitch. At the end of the row, go behind the 2 vertical bars, pick up a loop, chain 1, and yarn over both through 2 to the beginning of the row to return. You continue repeating this as many times as you need to create the fabric that you need. You will notice that the stitches tend to cluster like this into columns. So instead of seeing one column like this, you will see columns like this. This looks like the stitches are upside down, but depending on your tension and what kind of yarn you use and how big the hook is, you might get those to form, or you might get a uniform fabric that looks like this. I have noticed that to get a uniform fabric like this, you need to use a slightly smaller hook that you would use with other Tunisian crochet stitches, but that also means that the fabric tends to curl a lot. That can be a problem, so I have other resources that address how to prevent this from happening when you need to use Tunisian knit stitches in your project. But also we will use this in the future, and we will use the curl of the knit stitches to create a very elastic type of ribbing. You can make knit stitches in anything. So I will make a few more stitches on this row that are not knit stitches. We have 2 simple stitches, 2 purl stitches, 2 reverse stitches, and let's make 2 double stitches. Then at the end of the row, insert the hook behind the 2 vertical bars, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2. So I will show you that you can make knit stitches in any kind of stitch that you have below. All you have to find are the 2 vertical bars. So in the case of the simple stitch, we have the 2 vertical bars here. In the case of the purl stitch, again here, 2 vertical bars. In the case of the reverse stitch, and in the case of the double stitch, they are at the top of the stitch. And then at the end of the row, make the last stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 to the beginning of the row to return. As you can see, you can modify any stitch below to add the knit stitches into them. To bind off, you do the same. You insert the hook between the 2 vertical bars, you pick up a loop and you slip it. Again, between the 2 vertical bars, pick up a loop and slip it, and you repeat this all across, making slip stitches as if you were making knit stitches. This bind off also tends to curl, but if you uncurl it and you steam block in case of acrylic or wet block in the case of other types of yarn, you can see the beautiful edge here with all knit stitches at the top. This is the back. These bumps are on the back for all the knit stitches, and of course for the other stitches you have other stuff on the back. If you want to learn how to make all the other stitches that I made here in this row, you will find links to the tutorials for them in the description of this video. And if you want to learn how to make the opposite of this stitch with the same type of hook, so going in the same direction with one hook, check out that video. And also you can learn how to use these 2 stitches, so the knit stitch and the reverse purl knit stitch, to make a very elastic type of ribbing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my emails and to this channel if you want to see when I publish the next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!